Here's what happened when I tried to start my bike yesterday for the first time this season. Originally I thought it was a battery problem because the battery's 4 years old and you could hear the way it was chugging a little bit and stopping when I tried to start it. But I put the battery on a tender all day and still nothing worked. The bike was not starting. This morning I went at it with a fresh set of eyes. I put the bike on a jump starter with my car just to try to eliminate the battery as the cause of the problem. Well, that's where I'm going to pick up the story right now. Well, the good news is the Super Tenere is running. It was really, it seemed like a hard starting problem. I don't know if it's a fuel issue or what. I pulled the one cover off, looked at the wires, couldn't see anything unusual. And then I just kept cranking on it. I had jump started it just in case there was a battery issue, but the battery seemed to have enough voltage to keep turning it over. I was giving it some throttle during the start and I could feel it starting to catch. I just kept working it off and on and eventually it did fire up. It wouldn't idle right away, but now it is idling, so I'm going to let it run for a few minutes and see what happens. Alright, I think what I'm going to do now is drain the gas, get some fresh gas for it, and check the air breather for any mice. I did put fresh gas and stabilizer in at the end of the season, so it shouldn't be a problem, but just to double check, we'll do it. So the next step is I drained the gas tank, lifted it up, and pulled the air box cover, and thankfully there's no mice infestation. Pulling the air filter, I did notice it's pretty oily here, and I don't know if that's a result of it just kind of trying to start it with gas in the system. I'm not sure really what's going on. Maybe people have some ideas. But we're going to button it back up and see what happens, put some fresh gas in it. One thing, if you're on a later model Tenere and you're going to be pulling the gas tank, lifting it up, there's two hoses here that are for the gas tank that pull out, and they're going to be a real bear to get back in, but I'll do that. Just something to be aware of. There's a really good video that a fellow YouTuber, Bill, put up, and I'll put a link that shows you how to lift the gas tank up and actually remove the airbox cover because it's not real intuitive. Yamaha put way too many screws in here to hold that cover on. Alright, so we put the bike back all together, didn't see any obvious issues. Drained the tank, filled it with some fresh gas. Let's see what happens. I'm optimistic. Let's go for a ride. Well, we're back and the fresh gas made all the difference in the world. I'm assuming it was a gas issue, which is strange because it's probably the same gas I used to top off my WR for the winter as well, and that bike started up fine. I used fuel stabilizer in both bikes. But anyway, it's working great, and I'm ready to start the new 2018 season. I want to thank a couple people for their help in troubleshooting this. Big Bang Duke, who ultimately nailed it with the gas issue, and Bill Pacheco, who has a really excellent video on how to change the spark plugs, how to get access to your air cleaner, air filter. It was really helpful for me in just being able to eliminate the problem. So thanks, guys, and we'll be riding again soon, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.